Hello students, welcome back to session 41 on accounting 1. In this session we are concentrating on trial balance, method of preparing trial balance and we are solving problem on preparation of trial balance. We know that in last few sessions of this module we concentrated on calculation of depreciation under three important methods known as original cost method, written down value method and annuity method. But in this session, we are concentrating only on entirely new aspect, that is trial balance, the purpose of preparing trial balance and how to prepare trial balance. So let me see what exactly is trial balance. You know that in a business concern, numerous transactions takes place. As and when financial transaction takes place, first such transaction will be recorded in book of original entry called as journal, or also known as subsidiary books. Special journals are known as subsidiary books. Then they are posted to appropriate accounts in the ledger. We studied in detail in second chapter what is journal, how to journalize the transaction, what rules we should follow, and even we concentrated on what is ledger, how to post entries from journal to ledger. And at the end we came to know that periodically each ledger account we are balancing to know the net effect of various transactions posted therein. And at last, after recording transaction in journal and after posting from journal to ledger and after balancing the ledger, at last at the end of accounting year we will prepare final accounts, which we have not yet studied. We are going to study at the end of particularly in this subject. Means at last we are going to concentrate on preparation of final accounts. So these final accounts are prepared to know profit or loss and financial position of a business. Try to understand. The quality and reliability of results shown by final accounts depends largely on correctness of entries we passed in journal and we posted particularly from journal to ledger. So what final account we prepare at the end of an accounting year, known as trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet, the correct quality and reliability of that final accounts depends largely on how correct you are while passing entries in ledger, while posting entries from journal to ledger. That's why to know the accuracy of accounts prepared and entries passed before preparing final account, a statement named trial balance will be prepared with the help of balances of various accounts. Try to understand. We will record the transaction in the book called journal, original, in the book of original entry called journal. Later we post it to a book known as ledger, where we prepare various accounts. Periodically we balance the accounts to know the impact or effect of various transactions posted therein. At the end of an accounting year, we will prepare final accounts. The quality and reliability of that final account depends upon how correct you are in passing journal entry, in posting entries from journal to ledger. So instead of preparing directly final accounts, so we will know or we can know accuracy of accounts prepared and entries we passed. Try to understand by preparing a statement known as trial balance. So before preparing final accounts, we will prepare a statement to check the accuracy of account. That statement is known as trial balance. What exactly trial balance? A statement which shows balances of various ledger accounts is nothing but trial balance, which is a preliminary proof for arithmetical accuracy of account. So trial balance is a statement prepared by taking up debit and credit total or debit and credit balances of all ledger account on a particular date. Let me look at definition of trial balance. Trial balance can be defined as a statement or a schedule listing in separate column the debit and credit balances of all ledger account on a particular date. So that statement which lists out the debit and credit balance of all ledger account on a particular date is nothing but trial balance. It indicates that books of accounts have been prepared correctly, done in accordance with the rules of double entry system and ensure to a greater extent arithmetical accuracy of accounting entries. So, trial balance provides check on arithmetical accuracy of recording financial transaction in different books such as journal and ledger. So, before preparing final accounts, what we do is we prepare a statement showing list of various ledger account balances so that we can have arithmetical accuracy of entries we passed in journal and we posted in ledger. Try to understand. So this statement is nothing but trial balance. What are the objectives of preparing trial balance? We know already, just now I explained you, it helps to check arithmetical accuracy of transaction we passed in journal and we posted in ledger. It facilitates to prepare final accounts of the enterprises. Trial balance become basis of preparing final account. If we do not prepare trial balance, just start preparing final account. So there is a possibility of, try to understand, there is a possibility of we committing lot of mistakes. There is a possibility of we forgetting to record some transactions. Try to understand. So that's why it is a trial balance which helps us to prepare final accounts of enterprises. It helps to have comparative study of each account. Trial balance helps in comparing present balance of an account with the previous period balance. And by preparing trial balance, we can estimate whether closing balance of all account will increase or decrease within 2 accounting period. It can also be used as a tool to decide whether there is need to decrease the rate of depreciation for showing improved profit position or not. So, to have a comparative study of each account, we will prefer which statement? That is nothing but trial balance. It helps to make financial budget. Previous year trial balance figure are also helpful to estimate the future amount. In other words, we can make different financial budget with the help of trial balance. What are the methods of preparing trial balance? There are 2 methods. One is totals method, the other one is balance method. And the first method, trial balance is prepared with the help of debit totals and credit totals of various accounts we maintained in the ledger. This trial balance has to be prepared before the accounts are balanced. Try to understand. Before balancing the accounts, this trial balance and the total method will be prepared. Balance method is nothing but we are preparing trial balance with the help of debit and credit balances of various ledger account. Under total method, we take debit totals and credit totals. But here, before balancing, we will take debit and credit balances of various ledger account. The debit balance of various ledger account are entered in debit column of trial balance. Credit balances of various ledger account are entered in credit column of trial balance. Usually we go for preparing trial balance under balance method, not on totals method. You just look at the format of preparing trial balance, serial number of accounts, name of accounts, ledger folio, debit balance where we record debit balances of various ledger account. Try to understand credit balance, so where we record credit balances of various ledger account. So let me start solving a problem on preparation of trial balance. We just look at the problem. So we have various account balances of NSB Handicraft as on 31st March 2019. So with the help of all these various account balances, we have to prepare trial balance. Bills payable. So try to understand. So we have bills payable account balance, insurance charges account balance, investment account balance, unearned revenue balance. So like that we have balances of various accounts. These are all balances as on 31st March 2019. Based on these balances, we have to prepare trial balance. Did you get my point? But before preparing trial balance, you must aware of or you must be in a position to understand which the particular account balance belongs to which category. We know that accounts may be of assets, accounts of expenses, accounts of income, accounts of liabilities, accounts of capital will be there. So we must be in a position to identify a particular account balance belongs to which of these 5 categories, whether it belongs to assets category, liabilities category, expenses category, income category or capital. Try to understand. So usually assets shows debit balance, liabilities shows credit balance, expenses shows debit balance, income or gain shows credit balance, and capital shows credit balance. This you should aware of. Try to understand before preparing trial balance. I had given a note, accrued revenue. There are three important aspects which you are not aware of. One is accrued revenue, the other one is unearned revenue, other one is unexpired insurance. Accrued revenue is capital not earned on services already provided, which will be considered as current assets. Asset shows what balance? Debit balance. Unearned revenue is a capital already earned on services not yet provided, which is current liability. Current liability shows credit balance. Unexpired insurance is another term used for prepaid insurance. It means that insurance which is paid in advance. So it is an asset and shown on asset side of balance sheet. Try to understand. I explained what is accrued revenue, what it is, what is unearned revenue, what it is, what is unexpired insurance mean. So listen carefully. We have various account balance. We must be in a position to identify a particular account belongs to which category, whether it belongs to assets or belongs to liabilities or belongs to capital or belongs to expenses or losses or belongs to income and gains. Try to understand. If you know this, then it is very easy to prepare trial balance, because all assets shows debit balance, liability shows credit balance, expenses and losses shows debit balance, income and gain shows credit balance, and capital shows credit balance. So see how I prepare. This is the format which I followed. I have already explained you what is the format under balances method. So you just see bills payable, it's a liability, so credit balance. Insurance charges, it's an expenses, debit balance. Owner's investment, it's an asset, so investment will be, it's an asset, sorry, owner's investment means owner's contribution, it is. So it's a capital, not asset, I'm so sorry, capital, it shows credit balance. Unearned revenue, see I have already given you explanation on unearned revenue. It is a capital already earned on services not yet provided, which is a current liability. Liability shows credit balance. Bank loan, liability account, credit balance. Security means you are investing on security. Investment of organization is asset, so debit balance. Accumulated depreciation on equipment. So when you have accumulated depreciation, it shows credit balance. Then depreciation is there. If there is a current year depreciation, it's an expenses, so it shows debit balance. Rent, expenses, debit balance. Outstanding salary, all outstanding expenses are current liability, so credit balance. Machinery is an asset, debit balance. Prepaid rent, any expenses paid in advance are current assets, so debit balance. Sundry debtor, assets, debit balance. Accrued revenue, I explained what is accrued revenue. It's a capital not earned on services already provided, which is current asset, so current asset means asset shows debit balance. Unexpired insurance is nothing but prepaid insurance, which is an asset, debit balance. Vendor payable means we are liable to pay to vendor, means creditor. Creditor means liability, credit balance. Drawing always shows debit balance. Equipment, asset, shows debit balance. Accrued expenses, try to understand, sorry, maintenance expenses. Expenses account shows debit balance. Accrued expenses means outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses are current liability, shows credit balance. So then miscellaneous expenses are expenses account, shows debit balance. Sales, credit balance 42,250. Purchases, debit balance. Tax, expenses, debit balance. One important note here, so you are not recording, try to understand, closing stock in trial balance. We are recording only opening stock in trial balance. When we calculate the total of debit, which is equal to credit, 1,80,250. So you just look at the second problem. We have various account balance. Cash in hand is an asset, debit balance. Cash at bank is an asset, debit balance. Sundry debtors is an asset, debit balance. Sundry creditor is a liability, credit balance. Bills receivable is an asset, debit balance. Bills payable is a liability, credit balance. Sales, credit balance. Purchases always shows debit balance. Carriage inward, expenses, debit balance. Employee salary expenses, debit balance. Marketing expenses, debit balance. Insurance paid expenses, debit balance. Office rent expenses, debit balance. Drawing, debit balance. Stock, opening stock, debit balance. Capital always shows credit balance. Furniture and fixtures, asset, debit balance. You just see in the same way I recorded. Try to understand. So the total of trial balance is 4,21,000 both the sides. So this is how to prepare trial balance. So before preparing trial balance, you must be in a position to understand given account belongs to which category, whether it belongs to assets or liabilities or expenses or income or capital. If you know that, it's so easy to prepare trial balance. That's all. We'll see remaining aspect particularly next session. Till that, take care of your health.